Hi there! How's it going? It's been a bit. Well, it's that time of year again. The time of year where we talk about all the fun stuff that we did in cosplay this year. I honestly went back and forth on, why are you waving? This is what she's established, what gets her treats. She'll just keep doing it. You gonna do it again? Yeah. So I'm getting distracted here. Just take it. I went back and forth on filming this because I really feel like I didn't. This is a mess. This is actually a disaster. Let's try that again. I went back and forth on filming this because I feel like I didn't really do a lot in comparison to other years. That said, we did have some fun events and made some great memories, so I figured why not, even if it's not as in-depth as the year that I did 14 cosplays. I feel like it's still worth talking about. And we also completed a project that I'm very proud of and that is honestly a first for me as a cosplayer. Oh, and before I forget, for those who want a Junie ASMR. Like always, we will go through the year in chronological order and I will put up some of my favorite shots. We'll just have fun. We'll just hang out and see where it takes us. So if that sounds like something you're into, keep on watching. And another chaotic thing I did in Angel Dust was both a safe and not safe for work Valentine's Day photo set. To even out the chaos, we also did Husker Dust in January. In March, I got back into Mettaton and I did a self-shoot. These pictures were all taken using a tripod, sunset lamp, and clever angles. This leads into our time at Vernal Equinox the same month. I ended up putting together a cosplay for my Helliver self-insert, who is a red-tailed black cockatoo. Vernal Equinox was great, and if you would like a full breakdown of the event, I do have a con vlog. After the event, Nate helped me with what became my favorite photo shoot of the year. Along with being an incredible photographer, he has this UV floodlight that we have been using nonstop. This thing has so many different uses, and are you okay? Okay, so don't gorge yourself on millet. No. Anyway, yes. Okay. Alright, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? You step there. But yes, these are a few of my favorite shots from that photo shoot. I still have more to share. I realize I don't know why I haven't shared them because they're quite literally my favorite photos. But, you know, brain things. Having 4 of these. Having 4 of these. Your brain's just like gone. Nate also bestowed upon me my favorite cosplay item, accessory of the year, which was my Albinoric mask. Nate got me super into Elden Ring at the beginning of the year. I don't know when I actually started, I can't remember, but yes, I got into it, and along with looking like my son, these funky little frogs are just too good not to cosplay. I always said that I wouldn't and I can't do full face masks, and I still stand by that, but again, these were very special circumstances and it really needed to happen. I was filled with determination to make this happen, let's just put it that way. Just like Vernal Equinox, I do have a con vlog for Anime North. These are some of my favorite shots from the convention. I've mentioned it many times before, but I'm going to mention it again because this is my year in review and I can do it. This picture I'm about to show you is the exact same location, exact same character, mostly different costume, 9 years later. Bam. There it is. This first picture was taken during the 2016 Anime North Heatwave, and the second picture was taken during the Anime North 2025 Ice Age. So not only are these pictures cool to look at, but the weather was also vastly different. One of my biggest regrets about Anime North this year was that I wore different pants for Mettaton in preparation of it being way too hot. I love my pants, but they do hold heat very well. And it's not fun when the weather outside is hot as well. I was anticipating Mettaton to be the hottest, most uncomfortable cosplay of the weekend. Turned out, I was freezing in him even under the armor. After Anime North, not much happened in terms of cosplay until around August, when I filmed both my Angel Dust and my Mettaton makeup videos, which I may end up doing a third MDT makeup video because I have completely changed my process in the few months since filming that video. You don't understand, this is a huge deal. Pardon me. This is a huge deal because I have been doing my makeup pretty much the same way with very similar, if not the exact same products for a very long time. One of those products that I replaced finally was my black liquid lipstick. It was completely on a whim. I did not expect to find something better than what I was using, but I did. And the funniest part about it was I found it on Sephora on Uber Eats. So yeah, probably one of the actually one of the best lipsticks I have ever used in my life. So it's the Sephora Cream Lip Stain. It's not actually a lip stain, it's just a liquid lip in the shade 28 Nightbird. 28 Nightbird. And I highly recommend it to anyone who has a different upper and bottom lip. The transfer is non-existent, but you do have to set it with powder. I do plan on making a whole tutorial for it because honestly, this has just made my whole process of cosplaying Mettaton so much easier, and I would love to share it with everyone. The day I purchased it and did my wear test, I ended up actually purchasing the blue shade for my dress Mettaton, which we will talk about soon. Yes, we will. So, August was the start of the Mettatenna content, but it was a little bit different in August. I used my childhood CRT that is older than me, definitely older than me, and has seen some shit. This thing grew up with me. And yes, we ended up doing Mettatenna content together until my lovely, beautiful, wonderful, amazing, handsome fiance wore his own Tenna cosplay. This isn't cosplay related. Well, like maybe a little bit, but we ended up seeing My Chemical Romance again in concert for the Long Live the Black Parade tour. The funniest thing about that was we had no idea that Fan Expo was happening that same weekend. Given where the Rogers Center is in proximity to Union Station, we had to walk through the convention. So we were walking through a bunch of these cosplayers dressed for our My Chemical Romance concert. So we kind of went to Fan Expo, I guess. September. Do. I miss Sunny. They're coming this weekend. We live in separate homes, and this one has to stay with me because she's a mama's girl. That's mama, they, them still. But yes, September was the 10th anniversary of Undertale, and I did a lot of fun content for that. The little Mettaton Read Your Letters series that I am doing, which only has one episode out, but I'm planning on more, don't worry about that. I see your letters, and I am so excited to read them out loud. Side note, if you would like to send letters for Mettaton to read, these can be fan mail, hate mail, these can be related to his ongoing trial, which context would be needed for that, so go watch those videos. Anything you would like, send that in, and I will read it out as Mettaton. He needs validation, and his mostly adoring fans are the only ones that can give it to him. Going back, did the MTT news report, and along with that, I quickly put together what would be an X version of Mettaco from the 10th anniversary live stream. If you have not seen the Mettaco segment, please go watch it because that is so funny. It is genuinely just chef's kiss. As a side note, I'm going on a lot of these, but it is so surreal that I'm doing Mettaton again. One of the biggest cosplay things that happened this year was me changing my name back to Metabowie. I know a lot of people don't want to go back to their old username ever, like you just want to scrub that shit from the internet. And in a lot of ways, yeah, like original Metabowie was very messy, chaotic, and made some pretty bad life decisions, but I'm calling this my Mettaton Renaissance, so maybe this is the Metabowie Renaissance. I don't know, I just love that screen name and I wanted it back. Yeah, she's gonna jump on my head again. This is, what are you doing? Another thing with being Metabowie again is that I have gotten so many comments from people who used to watch my videos and who used to interact with my content, my live streams, and it's really cool to see you back here, and I appreciate it a lot. I feel like we really ought to go back in time, like at least a little bit, and just have fun creating, like cringe, pure, wholesome, sometimes spicy content in our favorite fandoms. I feel like cosplay's gotten really oversaturated. I'm glad that more people know about cosplay, but at the same time, I do feel like it's kind of lost some of that, you know, like that crude sort of, not crude in the way, I mean, yeah, you know, crude in that way, but like, I don't know, it was so bare bones and we could do whatever we wanted without expectation. My corner of the internet, I strive to have some of that, you know, golden years of YouTube sort of style. This is what my channel is. I am really leaning into the cringe, you know? Cringe is dead, obviously, but cringe is also fun and cringe is freeing. That's what it's all about here, really. Oh, we're talking about dress Mettaton now. Okay, dress Mettaton. I was gifted yet another lovely cosplay accessory from my lovely fiance Nate for our 8th anniversary. And God, this dress is beautiful. And I am so blessed that he found this dress because it is perfect. It was perfect the way it was, but I did add some pearls because I am my grandmother's grandchild. That was a very annoying process. It was worth it, but some of them fell off and I do have to put them on again, so not looking forward to that. But yes, I redid dress Mettaton. I redid a few versions of Mettaton. I did reporter Mettaton, which I'm very happy about. The entire suit is sequins, so I do swap out the pants sometimes, depending. I would not wear the full sequin suit to an event just because the sequins get caught on everything. When we did go to an event and I was wearing reporter Mettaton, I did just end up wearing my normal pants and I thought that looked good. I can't decide what I like better. Overall, if I had to pick a favorite Mettaton this year, it would definitely have to be the dress because it's beautiful and I feel like a pretty princess, and yes, I love it. I love that dress so much. And I have a lot of content that I still have yet to post because we were in the midst of something else. That's more foreshadowing, but we'll get to it. I'm rambling. So I've always loved reporter Mettaton, but being able to match with Mettatenna was a lot of fun. We first did them for Anime North Halloween, which was fun. It was better this year. The event itself was kind of dry. And yeah, I missed out on the claw machines. They took them away, which was very unfortunate. So that wasn't fun, but I do appreciate that we had tickets this year because the free-for-all last year where we were waiting out in the cold and the snow for hours was not fun. So I'm glad that they have a cap on it. It feels a lot safer and it feels a lot more manageable, and I'm sure it's more manageable for the staff, which is good. But yes, rest in peace, claw machine. You will be missed.
Oh, bless you, thanks.
You got this.
Come on.
Oh my god, what the hell?
Ah, get in there. First try.
Oh wow, my skills.
First try, first.
Oh!
try, first try. Time. Hope I win the jork pot.
We had some good times. We really did. Halloween itself was very annoying, and I almost did not get into costume, but the dress Mettaton curse took over. I was quite literally possessed by his spirit. Actually, that's a really good joke. Write that down. Okay, and now we're finally talking about the thing I've been most excited to talk about this entire video, which was our November project. So, we ended up participating in MTT-vember, which is an art event for the ship of Mettaton and Tenna, and oh, it was so much fun. It's just your traditional monthly art event, but I was so excited to see that cosplay was an accepted medium, so we did some planning, sort of. We also kind of just improv'd, and I really do feel like the finished product looked like we actually knew what we were doing. We mostly knew what we were doing. Like, I had a bunch of notes written down, but there were certain prompts where we ended up doing something completely different, and I really think they worked out even better than our planned prompts. And I was really happy that we could participate with cosplay because I'm a writer, I'm a cosplayer, and I'm a musician, but I am not good at illustrating at all. So there's no way I would be able to participate in the event. You know, writing takes time, which writing was an accepted medium, but that takes time. I also am a writer for work, so, you know, it's just burnout, creative burnout, trying to avoid that. And it was fun to, I think we were the only cosplayers, which was really cool too. And I think we were one of the only people who ended up doing all 30 prompts, but I'm like, you know what? We have to commit to this. And Nate was down, and I appreciate him so much for getting into Mettatenna 5 times with me during that month. Yeah, it was a lot, but it was worth it. And I do have the entire project available on Tumblr. I have it available as shorts, and I have a long form video. And I do also have it on Instagram, but it's getting buried at this point. You can't really pin post like you can on Tumblr in any substantial way, at least. So I will have all the links for that. But again, I do have a long form video. So if you want to just sit down and watch it all in one go, you can absolutely do that. It really all depends on how you would prefer to consume the media. But yes, this was definitely the largest cosplay project I have ever participated in. I'm proud of us. I actually think MTT-vember was the last cosplay related thing I did this year. Okay. Okay. All right. Alright, she's on top of the door now. Apologies if the camera's in a slightly different location. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment down below letting me know your thoughts. If you're interested in seeing more, please consider subscribing. You will definitely see more Junie. I would like to get the other teals on for videos, but they're a little more shy. Sunny might do it if his father's there, so we'll see. Hit that notification if that's something you're into to know when I upload. Sorry, I don't... With that all said, we hope you have a lovely day, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!